Hello, hello, hello. Here we are. Here we are. Says we're live. Are we? Are we really live? I don't know if I believe it. I don't know. It's not showing live yet. Not showing live yet. But it will. It will here in just a minute. Where did my comments go? There's my comments. That looks better. Okay. This is the right date. There we go. Now we're live. Now we're live. Okay. We are golden. I always like to see what this looks like over there. Well, hello, 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 everybody. I know it is a lovely, lovely, oh gosh, it's so nice. Lovely Sunday evening. And we had a great day today. It was, well, it started out nice and then it got cloudy and overcast and then it rained. And now it's clearing up again. But we've gotten all kinds of things done around here today, including rearranging furniture. This is no longer a couch. Now this is a chair. So we'll see how this goes. See if this works out a little bit better for me. I think it's going to. I've got a little footstool now, so that's going to be easier on my feet. Hello, Miss Denise. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I hope people remembered that we did not have our show this morning, that Miss Cheryl is gone this evening. Excuse me. Miss Cheryl's gone this evening. She is off visiting friends and having a wonderful time. And so hello, Linda. We decided that I would take her spot. So she is off visiting folks. And I knew that I was going to be exhausted this morning. And I was so tired. But it worked out really well. So since she wasn't going to be here, we just took this morning show and popped it down to this evening. And it worked out just fine. So, Miss Linda, how are you? I'm just thinking it's 9 o'clock there, right? 9 o'clock there. But I know that on Sunday mornings, we usually miss having you because you've got church and family a lot of the times. So you do like this time frame better? And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. All of a sudden I'm all yawny. I have not been. Okay. And Denise, how's it going where you are? Miss Linda, what are you working on now? I know that you finished. Oh, I know what you're working on. You are working on Cheryl's shawl. And last we spoke, you were doing the honeycomb section, the bee section. You were doing the bee section of that shawl. I remember. See? I do listen and I pay attention. I don't remember. I don't always remember each part of it, but I do pay attention for sure. Good, good, good. Oh, hey, Miss Denise, what are you working on? What are your little fingers producing these days? Are you also working on that shawl? Good. Oh, the B section still. Okay. Is that going well for you, Linda? You guys are all so far ahead of me. I haven't touched it. I should be ashamed of myself. Oh, good. I'm glad. I got to tell you guys, I really liked not having to jump up and go on a live first thing in the morning. I like this time frame. I like it a lot. And I got so much done today. I did. We got a ton done around here. So many things. Oh my goodness. We've been needing to rearrange the furniture a little bit. and I can't even remember. Oh, yeah, Mr. got himself a new chair. And so it was feeling very, very tight in here. And so I decided to move things around a bit. And we were going to get rid of the love seat that was sitting here. And after we cleaned things up and moved things around and tidied things up, we decided maybe we won't. We might have found a spot for it in the other room. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so we did that. And then I had to finish my square because I had not finished it. But it is all finished now. And I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. And then I got printed out things. I like to print out the whole next month's. I keep saying recipes. That is not correct. What are they? Patterns. The whole next month's patterns. So they're ready to go. And so I've got those all printed out, ready to go for July. And then I had two, dang it. I have not done any of this stuff all day long. No coughing or anything. And as soon as I want to visit with you guys, this all starts up. So I had to get some things ready to mail out. I had to get some yarn orders mailed out. And I had to do a little tiny bit of work for the CPR stuff. And I have two new projects that I'm working on. Of course, not crochet projects. Well, one is sort of kind of. And one is a surprise, but I think I'm going to tell you guys about it tonight. And because as Miss Linda knows, I can't keep a secret. But I'm excited. And there has been a ton of figuring involved in that one. But I think I've got it all figured out. And it's just about ready for an announcement. So that's what I've been doing all day. All the live long day. And Miss Denise is starting a new thread project tomorrow. So when you say thread, are you talking about crochet thread or are you talking about thread? Because there is that. People that do that. Crochet with thread. That's silliness. And I have gotten actually quite a bit done on the abbreviated, let's call it. Not abbreviated, but definitely, I'm definitely not following the pattern for the, oh, and there goes my sunlight. We finally have sunlight. It's finally not dark at 5 in the afternoon. So Mr. comes along and starts closing all the windows. Please don't close that window. We finally have some light that lasts more than a minute or two. And he goes along and shuts everything up. So, yeah, because it stays light now till the evening. Okay, crochet thread. So it's not gumball. You know what I mean. Is it gumball? Anyway, that Afghan. It's coming along quite well. But it is I'm definitely not following the pattern. It is. Let's just say it's based on that pattern. But it's coming along. I got quite a bit done while we were driving. And I think she's going to like it. It's definitely colorful. We'll definitely go with that. Well, that makes me happy, Denise, that you waited all day for my live. I feel very, very special. Very special. So you use crochet thread. So what are you going to be making? Are you going to be making a doily or a table runner? something like that. Yeah, I have used a lot of crochet thread over the years, quite a bit. And so it is something I have worked with a lot, a lot. I did not teach myself with it, but I have used it a lot over the years. And I used to work with it more than I do now, although I do have a project in my whip pile that is a table runner, and it is made out of a variegated, it's a pastel variegated thread, and it's an Easter design table runner. It's really pretty. And one of these here years, I might actually get her done. When I was, one of the things that kept me from working on it too much was I had ordered the yarn, well, I guess it's yarn thread, and then it was out of stock. Not out of stock, they quit making it, discontinued. And so I was very concerned that I wasn't going to be able to get enough. And so I put it aside until I made sure that I could get enough. Well, I knew I had ordered it, but I didn't know where I had put it. So I actually ran across it. It is in this house. I have run across it. Micro mini Ammies. Oh, good Lord. I can find other ways to challenge myself, I think. That sounds phenomenal. Micro mini amigurumis. Wow. So I did not want to work on it farther until I made sure I had enough of the thread to finish it up. So that's what is going on with that one project. I did make sure I had enough of the thread before I committed to working on it some more, because it's a really pretty, and it's a what do they call it? What do they call it? I can't think of what they call it. It's where you crochet and you end up with a picture in it. A lot of doilies and table runners and things use that method. I really like it. So then what is it you're going to be making an amigurumi? What kind of a critter are you going to be making? And why are you waiting till tomorrow to start it? And are you knitting it? Denise, are you going to be knitting an amigurumi? I did see one of the knit chickens. I got to tell you, I usually don't think they're very attractive. I don't like the knit chickens. But this one wasn't too bad. And I think it was because it was a little bigger and fluffier. It wasn't too bad. And Linda, how's the shawl going? Are you having any problems with the B section? Hello, Miss Paula. Just checking in and seeing what everybody's working on. Okay. I thought I'd wait till we got a few more people in here and then we'd talk about the square, this week's square. I know this is an unusual time, but I do like this time. I do like it. Make sure you don't turn your music on too loud because this will pick it up and then I'll get in trouble. He's going to go hang out in the hot tub. And he always turns his radio on when he's out there. I talked to Miss Dana today, and she was picking up a load coming up here. Coming up this way. Oh, okay. I thought you were I thought I heard that you were working on the knit shawl. I can't keep track of everybody. Having problems with the stitch count. Oh, an extender. How big of a cable do you have? Are you working with, Linda? Oh, a turtle. Okay. Turtles are cool. We do like the turtles. We do like the turtles. Absolutely. Mm. Oh, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do once I get, because there's just, you get, I mean, I'm counting every row now and only have a few stitches and I'm still making mistakes sometimes. I just kind of assume I'm going to have to count every row. Otherwise, if you get off, and then some of those you get off and it's going to be impossible to get back. Yeah. I know. We love our Dana. And I only got to talk to her for about 5 minutes. I've got this thing stuck in the corner here, and I don't want the center to come out of it, because this does tangle up. It truly does, pretty darn easily. Yep. Every 20 stitches and you're still making problem. I know. I hear you. I was thinking about updating my project list again. I see a little tiny project on here that wouldn't take more than a few minutes really to get it done. And I'm thinking about moving it towards the top, because it's a little crochet dishcloth that I want to do, and it really wouldn't take probably 20 minutes to get the thing done. Yes, and that's the thing, Linda. I want to take my time with that because I want it to be beautiful and I want it to be nice, and I want to, if I make mistakes, I'm going to fix it, and it's not going to be like these squares. However, this week's square turned out pretty good. I'm sure there's a mistake in there, but I didn't look too close and I called it good. I didn't get my border done on it yet. My crocheted border, because there were so many things I wanted to do today. I just wanted to get the actual square done and put it in my bag and be finished with it. Oh, did we lose? Oh, my nose is itchy. My nose is itchy. Did we lose Paula? Miss Paula, did we lose you? Miss Paula. I took this with me when we went to the graduation, but I never even pulled it out of the bag. But I did work on the gumball afghan. Yep, good enough. No sense looking for trouble. That's the way I see it. Got quite a bit of work done at the shop. Yes, it's for you. So, whoops, see, I got a knot. This thing gets tangled up. This yarn gets tangled up so easily. So easily. Let me get this untangled, and then I'll ask you guys your opinion about something I'm thinking about. We drove over to the coast, and it was a good drive. It wasn't a bad drive at all. We did not run into a lot of traffic, and we did not run into a lot of road construction. So that went very well. And I was just trying to figure out hotels and stuff for our next trip over, because we're going over again in August, because there's a yarn convention over there that I've signed up for. I'm very excited to go to. But finding hotels in downtown Seattle is proving to be quite expensive. And so I'm trying to figure out how to make it just a little bit cheaper. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to have to drive. We're going to have to drive a ways. Even if it's only 20 or 30 minutes, that's still going to be better. See, if I was going with a girlfriend, then we could just split the hotel costs, but I don't have anybody to go over with me, so me and Mister will be going over and paying for the whole thing. So that's why that's going to be so expensive. But, even if it's a 30 or 45-minute drive, he has no problem driving in the traffic like I do. And then he can, we can get a hotel room outside of the downtown area, and then he can drive in and drop me off, and then go dink around, and then come back later and pick me up. And that's what we're going to end up doing. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, we must have lost. We must have lost her. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Linda must have just popped, or not Linda. Miss Linda's still here. Paula must have just popped in and said hi and then left. So I know, I figured we'd have a bunch of people. Everybody likes this time. And by now, it's 20 minutes in. We usually have a bunch of people in here by now. So I guess it's just you and me. Did you get your square done this week, Linda? There's Denise. I'm half thinking, actually at this point, I'm more than half thinking. And once I get everybody trained, it'll be good. But it was so nice to not go on this morning and not have to rush and get on early in the morning. I'm thinking about moving the morning one to the evening. We don't spend hardly 10 minutes talking about those squares, and then we're just chit-chatting anyway. And so many of the people are, at church in the morning, which I knew was going to be a problem when I started it. that I'm thinking let's just combine the morning and the evening sessions together because we don't have a lot to talk about anyway. Oh, you got your puppies needing attention. I understand that. Ups, ups, ups. See, this is what happens. I get to talking and I go way farther past what I'm supposed to be doing. So we just tear it out. And we're done. I wish there was a few more people here to run it by, but this is typically the way it is on the Sunday morning show. We never get more than half a dozen people because it's Sunday morning and because it is church time. And I know when we set this up in the evening, typically we get a much better turnout. Um, I'm quite surprised that it's so few people tonight, but that's okay. We'll just visit and we will make a decision. And again, when we talk about our squares in the morning, we only talk about it for a few minutes. And then the rest is visiting time. And then in the evenings, when we have Cheryl with us, oh, see, I was looking for my knitting needles and I've already moved them. Um, in the evenings, when we have Cheryl with us, we talk about the shawls for a few minutes and then we just visit. So I think we'll just combine the two now. We're far enough along on both projects that I think we can easily combine the two and just do a Sunday evening show. And since it's just the three of us here, I think we'll just make that decision among us. So here's my square. All done. And I think it's good. You really couldn't tell from the pattern. Is that the right side? Yeah, that's the right side. There's the top and the bottom. I haven't done my border stitches yet. I just wanted to get it done with the knitting. I had so much to do today that I really didn't get much crocheting or yarn time. But that's it. That's done. And I mean, I'm sure there's a mistake in here somewhere, but you can't even see the pattern. The pattern is so hard to see that you can't even see the mistake. So there it is. And this one definitely needs to be blocked. Absolutely needs to be blocked. So it's done. This week's is done. I finished it. I did part of it driving over, and because I wasn't even sure if I'd have time to get it finished. And so I wanted to make sure and work on it on the drive over. And then I finished it up today. This morning, actually. So, yeah. It's all finished. And then next week is our catch-up week. So we do not have a block to work on for next week. If you are doing the squares, if you're doing the knit along, next week is the week to do your borders and get things blocked. And then I've got that makeup. I've got to redo that one that was so bad that I completely blew it. I can't remember the name of it, but I've got it written down. I've got my pattern and my notes. So I've got a block to redo. And so that's the block I will work on this week. And then I have many of them that need to be blocked. So I've got a square to make and then get my blocking done. I have, other than this one, I've got my borders done on all of them. And of course, I've made the decision long ago to not put them together until we're all done with them because mine are all different sizes and it's going to be a bit of a mess doing that. And I did get the new yarn in, so now I have, because I did have to buy another skein of yarn for my border and what I'm going to end up using to sew them together. So I've got an extra skein of that now, so I will not run out. So that's good. Anyway. So that's where I am. I'm caught up on this, and I will do my makeup square, my I can't remember the name of it, but it was the one that I messed up so bad. And that's what I will do on our catch-up week. And that's why we have a catch-up week for problems, for problem children. I definitely had that problem child. So we'll get that one done. So I'll get my problem child done and I'll get my squares blocked. And then we'll be ready to go for the next one, for the next week. Ready to start for that one. And what do you think about that, Linda? Should we just have the Sunday evening show? Denise, just do the Sunday evening? I think, especially with summer coming on, there's going to be lots to do. And we finally are starting to get some nice weather. I think that's a good idea. And boy, it was nice this morning. I just felt it took a lot of pressure off to not have to have a Sunday morning live. And I actually spent that live time actually knitting on that block. You know, it's only hour and a half. Well, sometimes 2 hours, but it really did make a difference for me. And so many nights I end up working at the theater and then I'm not getting home until 9 or 10 o'clock. And, you know, after I work both jobs, you know, for me, that's a 12, 14-hour day. I'm pretty tired because I'm old. I'm old and decrepit. Well, not terrible. A little bit old and decrepit. But it felt good to get some things done around here. And I mean, there's always time to get things done around here. Or not always time, but yeah, I don't need that 1 hour to get things done around here. But it was nice. All right, it's a plan, it's a decision. We made a decision. So one of the things I've been working on, since it's just you and me and the lamppost here, is yeah, poor Cheryl. I hate. It really bothers me when she gets up in the middle of the night to join us on these things. And sometimes it's just because she does have problems sleeping sometimes. Or if she's got one of her headaches, then she doesn't sleep well and she'll get up. But it's still, I feel so bad. Oh, you're getting a shot in your eye tomorrow. Oh, Linda, what time is your appointment? Yeah, she's off visiting a girlfriend right now, so she's off having some fun time. I'm excited for her. At 9. Okay. Oh, it says right there. Gee whiz. I guess if I read it and still yeah, my brain. Tomorrow getting. I think I read that you were getting up at 9 tomorrow. So getting your shot at 9 tomorrow, and so then is your eye bothered the day you get the shot, or is it better the day you get the shot? Is that a no crochet day, a no working with yarn day? Hello, Kitty. Miss Kitty brought a bird in today. We're not sure when, but we found feathers all over in her and Morgan's bedroom. Morgan's off camping. She's such a good hunter. don't think this dress is ever going to be done. I keep crocheting and then I measure it and it doesn't seem to have gotten any bigger. So very sad. It bothers you and it's runny. I can see why it would be runny. And then you get a headache. Okay. So no playing with yarn until afterwards. Yep, she brought her a gift. A little present for being gone. Now, did I go too far? Yes. See, I really have to pay attention when I'm visiting. Oh, there's Miss Cheryl talking. Oh, my. She sent a picture. Isn't that lovely? Oh, look at this. So she's sitting on her porch at her sister's house. Isn't that beautiful? Nice. Enjoy. That is so nice. Wow. Talk about some trees. And they dilate your eyes. So then is your daughter taking you? Your daughter take you to your appointments? Yes, that is beautiful. Mm, mm, mm. I thought you said she was moving. So now your son's going to take you. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those things that you can't go on your own. You don't drive anymore anyway. So she says she hopes everyone is doing well. Good. Hello, Miss Sue. Oh, good. Okay. Good, good, good. Well, that is. So you're going to have a rough day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, right? I have not even looked at my calendar yet to see what I have to do tomorrow. I know it's a busy one. I know I have to work on those. Did I get that right? I have to work on those bags. Get those bags done. I am still vacillating between trying to decide whether I want to use some kind of a cording or make the pull straps out of fabric. I had pretty much decided on fabric. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I got some samples of drawstring cording in the mail from a gentleman. And I like it. I like it a lot. And that would be so much easier and faster to put together than cutting strips of fabric and making the thing and then having to sew it together. Oh, that's good. Somebody that understands you, that can take you to those places. Yeah, that makes a difference. Because when people don't get it, when people don't understand you, they don't know why you want to go to those things. Oh, thank you, Denise. So, escaping to run errands. Yep. Yep. I got to do the bills tomorrow. I know I have to do that. I have to go to the bank and I have to do the bills. So, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You're the only ones that know about it. Well, you and Mr. and Morgan. But Mr. doesn't care. Morgan thought it was a good idea. So I have decided to put together an advent calendar for Christmas time. Because, and there's a couple reasons. Because I'm starting to see not only starting, but I'm starting to see a whole bunch of the yarn advent calendars out there. And it dismays me at how expensive they are. And I don't begrudge them. They are usually made out of gorgeous, beautiful hand-dyed yarn. But I'm seeing $250, $300 for these beautiful hand-dyed yarn advent calendars. And I see people getting, what is it? They get a 20-gram hank every day for 20 days, maybe 25 days for $250. And I think that is out of reach for the average person. Don't you guys? Yeah. I think that is out of reach for the average. I'd never be able to do it. And I'm luckier than a lot of people. And then I see people getting 2 and 3 of those. And then I see people that have received those and never do anything with the yarn. And so I have spent the last 3 days thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And I have put together an advent calendar. You guys are the only ones that know about it. I'm going to do a video later in the week. I got to try to find a Santa hat or something like that so I can do a video, because it's a Santa thing. I may not end up with a Santa hat. I may just end up with a Christmas t-shirt or something. And I've worked it out. I've got all the bits figured out. I've even ordered the stuff already. But mine is going to be not 20 days, not even 25 days. It's going to be all 31 days. You're going to get the entire month, because I figure we need something for Christmas. We need something for the day after Christmas because we lived through it. And I think we need something all the way up through New Year's Eve, right? Right? So you're going to get all 31 days. Hello, Maritza. So my advent calendar is going to include something for all 31 days. And it's going to be a mixture of, there'll be notions and there'll be yarn and there'll be some really cool surprises in there. And I think I'm going to be able to do it, including shipping, for $125. Now I can't ship it to Canada for that much, but I'm going to mock up one and take it to the post office and see what it would cost to send to Canada, and figure that up. But I can guarantee that mine will be very, very nice at that price. And I mean very nice. But I'm only going to be able to do 20 of them. So, because I had to price it out, so I've already ordered this stuff for it. And because a lot of times I'd go to get something and there's only this many left, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it on faith. You know, the funny thing, Steve, Mr. wanted a Santa hat last year and I refused to make him one. I probably have one, but it's packed away in the Christmas stuff, you know, Christmas. So, howdy. So, I ordered enough supplies on faith that I can do 20 of them. And that's all I can do. And hopefully they'll sell. Because if not, I'm going to be in trouble. So you guys are the only ones that know about it. And so later on this week, I'll be doing a video with an announcement. But the thing, you know, I think it's a little early, but the reality is the people that do those $250, $300 yarn advent calendars, they're sold. A lot of them are sold out already. They are sold out already. I cannot believe it. So I just decided if I'm going to do this, I'm going to jump all in. It'll be for either or. There's only one item in there that is specific for knit or crochet. Yep. There's only one item in there. And it's a very nice item. Everything else that's in there will work for either or. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have, once the person purchases it, there'll be a little questionnaire. And it'll have little questions on there like, tell me your favorite colors, tell me colors you hate. Just like, I don't like orange. So don't be sending me a bunch of orange stuff. And yet I know there's people out there that love orange. And you know me, I want purples, I want blues. Tell me, are there holidays you don't like? I've got a friend who does not do Halloween, but she likes all the other holidays. Are there things that you collect? I collect polar bears and I collect hearts. So that gives me something to go by. Do you like flowers? What's your favorite kind of flower? Do you like cats? Are you a cat person or are you a dog person? You're a dog person? What kind of dogs do you like? I like all the dogs. Great. Some people love the pits. Some people hate the pits. Some people love the great big dogs. Some people love the little bitty dogs. Just give me some rough information about you. And then there will be some things, I'm not going to say personalized specific for you, but you get the idea. I'll be able to go a little bit more your way on a few of the things. You know, if I've got something and I've got red, green, yellow, and orange, I won't give you the orange one. You know what I mean? See? You don't like the rainbows? See, I don't mind rainbow things, but I don't like the bright, like the neons. And Morgan loves neons. The brighter, the better. So, and that's the thing. Everybody likes the different things. So it's, and if I can send you something, yes, exactly, a guideline, just like this. If I know that you would like this better than this, then I want to make you happy because I want you to be able to open up your package every day and go, oh, look at this beautiful color. And knowing that the other 19 people maybe all got the same thing, but you all got a color or a choice or a style that is more appropriate, not appropriate, but more meaningful to you. So they're not just all exactly the same thing. And I've spent the last week thinking about it and making my list and making my design and figuring out there's a couple of really, really special gifts in there. And I mean, really special. And some of the variegateds I like, some of them I don't like. It depends on the colors. It depends on the colors. And you know, it's funny, I say I don't like orange, and yet I like fall colors. So if the oranges and the browns and the rusts and the creams are all mixed together, then they don't bother me. But orange by itself, don't like. Don't like it all. Yeah, and yet, Steve, you know how much I love the purples. Isn't that funny? And who is it? Isn't it Alaska Jan? Man, she is all about the orange. All about the orange. So, and even though this is not something that is through the yarn shop, I'm going to accept Bigfoot bucks. I'll accept up to 10 Bigfoot bucks towards it. So people that have won some Bigfoot bucks, that's something you're going to be able to use them on. Oh, see, I love browns. Love the browns. Especially when they're blended with other things. See, I'm not a big fan of greens either, except, yeah, Lola. Lola loves orange. I knew there was somebody in that group that loves the oranges. So yeah, there'll be a video coming out later on this week about that. But I've been excited. I've been wanting to tell somebody and kind of get some feedback, get some feelers out there about it, see what you guys thought about it. And I hope people are excited because I got a lot of product coming in that I've ordered to make these things. Yep. Very excited. And I want people to be happy. I don't know. Oops, that's not right. Okay, did I do an extra stitch or did I skip a stitch? What's going on here? I think we'll just pretend that's not a thing. So that sounds like it's, oh yeah, that's it, Mimi's Crochet. Mad Mimi. So I guess I better show Steve my block, my square. I think it turned out okay. There it is. It's so hard to see the design that you can't really tell if I don't think I screwed it up. I really don't. I think it's all right. Yeah, I think it's all right. So that's this week. And that's this week's, gosh, I can't remember. And I even have I saved out the pattern. So I have the name of it. It's right here. Oh, no, that's not the basket weave. That's not the basket weave. I don't know what it is. I'm holding it the wrong direction. Well, I've got it marked, which is the front. So this is the front and this is the bottom. So that's the way that's it. That's the right direction. Yeah, that's the correct direction. Because I put that little thingy in the front. I didn't have a stitch marker with me, so I just wove my extra yarn in the bottom. It's a weird one. Yeah, because there's my edges. I didn't mind it. I mean, you can't even hardly see the pattern. I suppose this is one of those where you can actually see it in person better. So many of them, you can't even see it in person. But this one, you can actually see it in person. I don't care one way or the other. But it is, it was easy. A lot of counting. You absolutely had to know which row you were. I thought I lost track of what row I was on at one point. I thought, oh man, because I used a little clicker stitch counter, used one of these things, and it was halfway between one. It was halfway, and I'm like, oh no, which row am I on? So I knew it was either row 3 or row 4, and so I was able to figure it out. But that was not good. Hang on a second. I'm going to open the door. He does this to me. He comes in here, closes everything up, and then goes to bed. So I'm going to open that front door, get some air in here. This little corner that I'm in doesn't get any airflow. And there's a kitty in the middle of the floor. I'm just going to open this door up. There goes the kitty. Oh, that's much better already. That's already better. Already. Yeah. So, Steve, were you here when we made the executive decision to change the time of our morning show? So our morning show is now going to be our evening show. We've decided that there's just 5 minutes of talking about our squares, and we're just going to combine the morning and the evening shows now. And that way all the morning people, because there's not that many people that come in the morning show anyway. So we're just going to have the one Sunday show now. And of course, normally Cheryl would be here at this point, but she's at her sister's house. And then we'll be able to just visit in the evening. It'll be easier for me. I really enjoyed not doing the show this morning. Not that I enjoyed not doing the show. I enjoyed not having to be up and ready and let's go. I actually sat and finished off my block this morning. It's just that we don't have that much to talk about with it. It's 5 or 10 minutes and then we're just chit-chatting anyway, just like now. And then, of course, next week is makeup week. We don't have a block to do. We don't have a square to do. So if you're working on them, we're blocking, getting edges done, things like that. I have that one block to make up, so that's what I'll be doing. And whatever you guys want to do for makeup week. I know yours is completely done, Steve. Oh, good Lord. One of these here days, I got to start working on those elfin squares. I'm going to be so far behind. I got to redo my list. I'm just curious, how many of y'all in here are making things for Christmas presents? Oh, you're not going to be around next week? Oh, good, Linda. So then yeah, good. And you usually always make it to the Sunday evening one, unless you've got a family dinner or something. Where are you going, Steve? You got another trip coming up? You are quite the gad about going abroad. Abroad? Where are you off to? Any place fun? Is this for business or is this for that other kind of thing you were talking about? Oh, the UK. Funsies. You and Cheryl gonna meet up? Yeah, that's part of that's not the UK, is it? Australia is not the UK. Is it? No, Hampton. Oh, that's right, the garden show. Yes. That's right. That's going to be fun. What kind of gardening things do you enjoy? I have a friend who's very interested in gardening. Are you a master gardener? Yes, going to the posh gardener. Oh, I caught myself before I messed it up this time. Okay. England. Yep. What part of England? Oh, you told me that. Hampton Court. See, I always think that's Connecticut. There's a very, 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 very tiny, teensy little chance that I'm going to be going over there next year. It's such a tiny little small chance. I just don't even think it's going to happen. So I can't even think about it yet. That's going to be fun. England. Oh, wow. It's 82. Nice, Linda. I don't even know what the temp is here today. It was a weird day because it was finally warm and then it got overcast and nasty and rained all day. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I just want to know what the temperature is. I'm sure I have a weather app on here. Oh, wait. I think it'll tell me over here. It is 74 right now. Landscape design. Ooh, maybe you can tell me what I can do with this mess in my backyard. Architecture and horticulture. Very nice. So you're a big shot. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Go to England for a funeral. So then, are you still of working age, Steve? Obviously, if you're running around to all these things. Ah, I do enjoy architecture. Well, I don't know if that's the right term. Yeah, I think so. Gonna go over there and look at all the old buildings. They do have some beautiful ones. It is, I mean, anywhere over there, really. And that's part of the thing. I have no idea um, where they're actually going to end up going. And I don't want to get my hopes up and then end up not going any of the places that we talk about. So I am going to make a mess out of this. I know what I need. I need my little hangy thing, and that is out in the motorhome.
Hangy thing.
Yep, my hangy thing.
I got one of those.
My hangy thing.
Hey, kitties. Hey, kitties.
Okay. How often, Sue, how often do you get back to Australia? Steve, how long are you going to be gone? How long do you get to stay over there? It's a long flight. It's like a full day flight over, isn't it? Oh, something beeping over here. Something beeping. So that was the last time. That's been a while. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because it's a haul for us to get to New York, even New York, Chicago, anything like that. I think it's five or six, maybe even 7 hours, depending on the day and the flight and all of that, just to get to. Did I mess up again? Just to get to Texas. I go down there frequently. I didn't go this year. I have to figure out a time to go next year. You look at a map and things don't look that far away until you're trying to get from here to there. Then they do. Are you working on any projects right now, Steve? Usually you got 45 projects in the works like we do, but you're actually getting them done. That's the difference. Or are you just working on getting packed up and ready to go? To fly to Australia from the East Coast, 36 hours? No. That sounds terrible. Why would anybody want to do that? 972 miles from Georgia to San Antonio. Actually, we've driven that. We've driven that, Linda. I got to turn this. He's got the speaker left on. That's what he's done. And that thing is beeping and beeping. That's what's going on here. How do I turn this off? I'll do it. No. There, I think I got it. I think I did it. Ugh. 36 hours. That just sounds awful. Yeah, we've driven from here to Dallas every year for several years. Yep. Took our RV. Hmm. Yeah, that is a long drive. Washington to Virginia. It's still an RV, Linda. I'm gonna have to go to bed early tonight. I slept good. Hmm. Yeah, it's a nice quiet night. Oh, Montana goes on forever, but at least it's pretty. Well, half of it's pretty. Half of it's desert, half of it's trees. We usually go on the tree side, and by the time we get about halfway across, then we're going down. So we're going somewhere that direction. Yeah, Montana is big. Montana's big. If you go all the way across from one end to the other, you've gone a ways. It's just like driving from one end of Texas to the other. I've done that a few times. California. Oh, goodness. I am so sorry. I don't know why I got yawny. I never yawned at all until this thing started. And then it was been nonstop. So keep working on this thing. Working on the bubblegum Afghan, if that's what it's called, whatever that gumball Afghan, not bubblegum. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to sleep going across Montana. That's all you can do. Gumball Afghan. Keep working on that. And so. Yep, you've got an early morning. You got to get to the doctor tomorrow and get your shot and get to getting better. 8:30. I figured that's what you meant. I didn't think you were going to leave at 1:30 in the morning to go to the doctor. Well, you could. Depends on how far away the doctor is. So I'm about out of things to say, and everybody's pretty quiet tonight. So I think we'll just call it. Everybody can go night and get some rest. And as far as I know, we will be having this could be interesting. As far as I know, we will be having on Wednesday, we'll be having Rad Girls, but I have no idea who's going to be there. So we shall see. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. I'm so glad you're working on your projects and everything is going well. I hope to see you soon, and I cannot wait to hear about your travels, Steve. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Don't forget, we're going to start doing this just in the evenings, and I'll do an announcement in the community page. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Denise. Bye, everyone.